Welcome guys, and thank you for choosing my channel. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for the Cancer Collective and not one-on-one reading. Also, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. Please do refer to the disclaimer in the description of the video, where you can also find the decks used for the reading. Okie dokie. So I start with pulling 3 oracle cards which will represent your 3 main themes. Okay, so current energies, what's coming, what's next, the bigger picture. And I'll pull 4 tarot cards to clarify. And the 4th one is your challenge. Okay, let's see what we have for you today. Right, current energies, Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. Now let's see how that resonates with your tarot cards. Do you feel loved and comforted? Or you have to work on feel loved and comforted? So already starting with a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, not starting, but just looking at the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as your challenge, the Nine of Swords in reverse, there's blocked energy, really blocked energy. And comforted, you don't. Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse is a blocked energy where you are unable to let go of worries, anxieties, fears, every possible negative emotion that is not allowing you to sleep proper. And most of those things, fears and anxieties, they always stem from something that it's like a lack mentality, which is the Five of Pentacles. But you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She's all about criticism, envy, insecurity. So yeah, insecurity most of the time is something that you believe you lack, that which prevents you from achieving a lot of things actually. And criticizing can be, yeah, just, it could be for some putting others down to make yourself feel good. And 9 out of 10 times that doesn't work, because the others, they have nothing to do with you, you know. It's up to you if you're going to choose to buy into bullshit that other people say, you know, and then yeah, adopt it and make it your own and start believing it, and then having those feelings of insecurity and envy and criticism, you know, being critical. So you need to start with loving yourself. This drawing is almost like the Empress in the tarot deck. It's like there is a deck where it is indeed, the earth is her belly, and then she's all covered with fruit and flowers, and very abundant, very nice energy. Very tuned in with the energy that creates worlds. So pretty much what I see from your tarot card is you really need to start working on feeling loved and comforted, because you're too far away from loving yourself and feeling a comfort in your current energies. And it stems because of this one. This is your problem, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is in upright, is you conforming with societal beliefs, with societal expectations, what your family expects, what your friends expect, and that 90% out of the 100 is not really aligned with what you really are and what you really want. And that generates a conflict, which messes up your overall energy vibration. And that can come to here, that you impose limitations to yourself and your whole thinking process gets out of whack, like here. So maybe you pay too much attention on what people say about you and wanting to conform. The Hierophant in upright is all about conformity. You know, with a Hierophant, it's you should follow the rules. There are laws and regulations and rules that we gotta follow, otherwise it's gonna become totally crazy. But this is a collective reality. All those rules and regulations, follow them. But in your personal reality, you have the freedom to choose, okay, what you're going to do. You know, rules and regulations do not need to stand on your way of expressing your true being. And yeah, the example would be, you know, you can have parents, for instance, that wanted you to study law, but you really felt drawn to art. And yeah, if you're raised in an environment where you can't really stand up to your parents, then yes, you're gonna go to law school and you're going to study, and that inevitably is going to make you, yeah, it's going to push you in totally different direction than what you truly authentically want to do, which is going to, yeah, okay, being a lawyer probably is going to bring you a lot of money, but on the more emotional side and spiritual, you're going to be far less fulfilled and unhappy. So just an example, but you have to find ways, whatever has been chosen until this point in time by all of you, it's okay. It served the purpose, it showed you something. So if it is something that really gives you that much stress, anxiety, you really, and makes you critical and insecure and envious, know that you're in the wrong path. All those feelings of insecurity, envy, criticism, those are your cues that you're not living to your utmost potential. You're going in a direction that it's only going to generate more anxiety, more stress. So you gotta change it. You need to step back and find that authentic self that you are, and maybe start expressing it. By finding your true authentic self and expressing it, you start to show love for that being that lives within you, that energy that lives within you, that is wanting expression. And you have the star in upright, so you need to have faith in things. Maybe what I said, maybe you study to be a lawyer, but what really lives within you is to be an artist. And just because of the society that we're raised in, maybe you think you cannot earn your bread with, but that you don't know. Maybe there is something very exceptional that you carry within yourself that is going to eventually allow you to do that, should you choose. But you have to start with little things, you know, while you practice. And again, that's the lawyer example, is just an example, okay? While you continue to practice your lawyer thing, you can start finding an hour or two to draw, to create music, I don't know, even baking, you know, baking is art on its own. My God, if you start um, really trying to try and do make bread, not do make bread. You know, if you have to go through all this sourdough stuff and fermentation, when you start working with those live bacteria and stuff, is very peculiar, very interesting process. Everything is art. You know, it doesn't have to be the accepted forms of art, you know. It could be anything. Anything is an art. Even living is an art. Maybe take your life, daily life, as an art and say, I'm going to paint a beautiful picture now, or painting. So start painting. Start painting a beautiful, beautiful life for yourself. Be the creator that you're meant to be. But it all starts with feeling loved and comforted. Okay? Okay, that went a bit too long. So, what's coming? What's next? Animal guardian, trust your instincts. Okay? When you're here, your instincts are far better. Okay? When there is all this Hierophant noise here, all these expectations, conformity that messes up with your mind, your your instincts, your inner voice is a little bit subdued. So you need to work on that, but really start with this. Feel loved and comforted. And then once you're there, or in the process, start trusting your instincts. Follow your gut feeling. Okay? It will never bring you astray. Well, maybe in the beginning, if you never really trusted it in your life, maybe, but the more you allow yourself to trust it, the more accurate your instincts are gonna be. But regardless with what's coming, what's next, if there is something in your week of 12th to 18th, for which this reading is meant for, it says trust your instincts, because there is there is quite some blocked energy, okay? And you are busy with something. There is something that you're gonna be busy, or you're in the process. Maybe it culminates in that week of 12th to 18th, okay? But you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There is something that's you're losing your persistence with the Eight of Pentacles, but you also don't want to work with others. You need to cut that off. That is not serving you. There are sometimes, moments where you can do things yourself, but this is really not the point where you have to do things yourself. You need to get into a team with somebody, okay? You need to seek help. And in that process, you need to trust your instincts. Because your challenge is the Four of Wands in reverse. And the Four of Wands in reverse is your inability to see where trusting your instincts is going to bring you. And it's going to bring you here to the Four of Wands in the upright. They're all about celebration, you know, about crossing the water. This comes after the Three of Wands, right? Where the guy sitting at the shore and hesitating, should he get on the ship and sail the choppy waters or not? So you can be here, you can be celebratory, whatever you're busy with. It's really, truly only about your perception and what you make out of it. You will succeed when you ask for help. In asking for help, you will be able to see the point of continuing, because the Eight of Pentacles is about persistence, but it's about also perfecting your craft. So whatever you're going to be busy in that week, it will be really all about that. And then you have the what is that? The Knight of Cups. So the Knights are about labor, duty, and the Knight of Cups in particular in upright is very gentle, mediator, charming. So, like I said, there is something that you're doing or you're going to be doing which relates to labor and duty. You have to be mediator. Mediator means you really have to be soft and balanced in your approach. That means you need to really work with others. So whatever you're doing, you need to allow others to help you, because this is where you're going to see how things will happen, and not really will happen, but will give you the motivation to continue to persist in what you're doing. Okay, because now you're losing it, you're losing the end a bit. And then you have the arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay, why is that? The only thing I can say, you have 3 major arcana cards. Incredible. So we have the Death in upright as your challenge. We have the Devil upright, the World upright with the King of Swords in upright, and then you have the surround yourself with protective energy. Right. That can be literally translated into use techniques, metaphysical techniques for enveloping yourself with protective energy. Or if that is not your thing, then start paying attention. There is what I'm getting here, because you have the King of Swords, it's a good energy, right, in its upright position. But because it sits next to the Devil, there is something in your way of thinking, or you're a little bit too rational and logical in order to see, or because of that logical and rational mind that you use, you justify a very deceptive and manipulative situation to persist in your life. It's the bigger picture. And because this is the bigger picture and it's the overarching energy, you need to trust your instincts for this one. And these instincts will work when you feel loved and comforted, which means you need to start, in order to see through that manipulative, deceitful, whatever situation that you sit in. It most of the times would involve people, of course. It could be also you deceiving yourself, but in order to discern through that, I said, starts with this and then with this. So use your intelligence, but allow your instincts to guide you through that situation. In this way, you will come out of it, because you have the World in upright. So your protective energy here, it's gonna be trusting your instincts and taking everything from the point of view where you feel loved and comforted. That's what your protection is going to be. And also you have the Death in upright as your challenge. The Death in upright is about transformation, death of the old, birth of the new. So the death of the old is, that limiting thought process. You need to allow more expanded way of thinking, which is going to enable the rest. It's going to enable you to get out of this devil energy and complete what you need to complete. So please be mindful. I always say intelligence is fantastic. You should cherish it. But intelligence can really bog you down. And, the intelligence has to walk hand in hand with a sensitivity for Yeah, for what your gut feeling is telling you, what your instincts are telling you. Okay? The primal gut feeling that lives within you and says, it looks right, it smells right, but it does not feel right. So be mindful of that, please. All right, guys, this completes the reading. If you connected with the reading, please give it a thumbs up. But most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe. For the rest, I wish you great fun creating and experiencing your own reality. Until next time.